my favorite, relatively new tools called Pinterest. A very interesting concept. What it enables you to do is to pin an image and a video as well today. And you can put it up and you can use it for a couple different things. One is you can use it for organizing your life. So you're taking a trip to Italy or with a family and you're posting things and you want to collect them somewhere and you do a board of pictures. And then the family members come in, take a look at the pictures and say, oh, I'd rather go to the beach than the mountains. Or, yeah, what about this restaurant? And you can put it all together. Or for somebody that lives a typically busy life, you have 20 aspects of your life, or 50, and you want to kind of collect things that you see. So it's a way to do that, and that's how it started. And I was wondering how they would use it for business, and I mentioned this to a friend of mine, and she said, oh, you're not going to believe this. My niece is interested in making surfer girl dresses. And so you can see that there's not everybody in the universe. And actually, she also had a line of wedding dresses. So, I mean, not everybody on the universe is going to want surfer girl wedding dresses, right? But what happened was someone really liked and saw one of those dresses at a wedding, took a picture, put it on Pinterest, and this is somebody else, and 3 people saw it when they did some kind of a search maybe for weddings, and they bought dresses from her. So all of a sudden I thought, wow, this is pretty impressive. One of the things I like about Pinterest, aside from the fact that it's fun, because you can be creative and you don't have to be terribly artistic, in my case, to be able to use it, is that it's actually quite viral today. And by that I mean you're not competing with 100 million blogs and 1 billion people on Facebook. It actually gets quite a bit of traction. And there's certain areas that have done very well, weddings, interior, design, and I'm going to show you some other things. And in fact, we have a great speaker for tonight who comes out of the electrical power industry. They have a Pinterest site. So anyway, I think Pinterest is really cool. If you've never tried it, I'm going to show you how to use it in a minute. It is today one of the largest sites. I think it's passed LinkedIn and stayed past LinkedIn. So it shows you that lots of people think that it's a good site. It's also one of the fastest growing, and it'll be probably bought by somebody in the not too distant future. So you can use it to gather ideas, and I'm going to show you how we do that, or to share your interests, or maybe to share your passion for cooking or for anything really under the moon, and to promote lightly by just kind of giving a feel. So some key terms. First of all, there's something called an account. This is for Sony Electronics. And again, they've done an okay but not great job on defining who they are, but since everybody knows who Sony is, it's okay. And a board is a collection of ideas around a theme. So they have 26 boards, and each of these represents a board. Okay? A shot with Sony, Call Me Maybe, Rooms to Love, We'd Love, blah, blah, blah. And then you pin it, and I'll show you what that looks like. You drop down that, you download the software, and you go around, and something catches your eye, or you're trying to build some ideas, and you pin it to the board, and then you can move it around and create an image. And you can also repin. Repinning is like retweeting. It's somebody has looked for something that you've pinned, they like it. They like the shoes you picked, or the cause you've chosen. And they want to repin it. So that's sort of giving you Google attention there, Google love. And you can follow people if you think that what they have to offer is worth following. Now, I want to show you an example of both a non-marketing and a marketing profile, right? So this person, Samantha, and I don't know if she does any business at all, so this may be totally appropriate. She doesn't really want you to know very much about who she is, right? And so that's okay, but what an opportunity she's losing if she were in marketing. So what you want to do is tell someone something about you that they might be interested in, and then you want to give as much, and I think they only give you 2 on Pinterest, or I would have put more up. But you want to put other sites to find you. In other words, that's something that greases the wheels of linkability. And then the site enables you to put things in like your website, your Twitter, Pinterest is up, and a location, in case that location has relevance to the people that are looking at it. So again, it isn't that I think this is so state of the art. Oh yeah, the other thing is, and I haven't spent a lot of time on it. Carla hinted at it. If you have time to take another course somewhere, I don't know that we offer it, take a search engine optimization class. And search engine optimization is very complicated, very complex, but all you need to do is get the basic gist of it. How you find words that are relevant and searchable, and how to find them when 23 million other people want to try to be found using the same words. It's an art form. And so I usually put certain words in my descriptions, in my blog posts, that will make it easier to find Robin and what Robin does. So, okay, that's just a short thing.